What's up, everybody on YouTube? It's your boy Dominic back at it again with another YouTube video, and today we are talking about Marvel Rivals. Most importantly, we're talking about the next hero slash villain to come to Marvel Rivals. So what I really want to go over is 3 characters that I think are really likely to come to season 2, and 2 of them I feel like are really more than likely to come at the beginning of the season, and then the third one I think may come at the midway through or end of the season. So the first 2 we'll go over first, and the first 2 is Blade and Emma Frost. And we'll get into this right now with Blade. So I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with what's going on with Blade, but Blade and Dracula had a big showdown, and Blade lost. And he was captured and imprisoned on the Central Park map. In one of the spawn rooms, you know how you TP out of the spawn room, you see Blade sitting there in chains. Kind of crazy. Looks dope, but yeah, it's that's where we are with Blade. He's captured by Dracula, and right now we are working with. So I believe that on the map, the Central Park map, there are defense and attack, and both are trying to stop Dracula, but they're both trying to stop them in a different way. So there's team Iron Man and Moon Knight. Iron Man and Moon Knight want to stop Dracula as fast as possible, and they don't care about anybody else. They don't care about the lives that they sacrifice. They want him stopped now. And then we have Doctor Strange and Mr. Fantastic, who kind of want to go a different way about this, and they want to stop him their own way without having to sacrifice so many lives. And this causes conflict between the heroes. It's not really the villains that are having, they're having a problem with the villains. It's how they want to stop the villains is the biggest problem for this, narratively. And I guess these 2 teams clash, and that's where we have the map Central Park, where we are, it's either the attack team or the defend team wins. And whoever wins, that's how it concludes. Dracula's defeated no matter what. Dracula's defeated. But what we don't know is that Dracula's actually not fully defeated until I believe he escapes whatever we try to do. Whatever the outcome of what we do to Dracula, it doesn't matter, because who's really been plotting in the background is Doctor Doom, the 2099 Doctor Doom. And he's kind of set this all up in his own way. He's the one who revived Dracula with the Chronovium blood. Sorry if I butchered that. But he revived Dracula only to use him as a pawn, I believe, to maybe strengthen him and then actually take the blood from him with this amulet. If you look in here, I'll pull it up on screen for you guys to see. But what we see in the newspaper is that this family has lost a jewel, a very valuable jewel, and they're trying to get it back. And we see in another picture that Doctor Doom is holding this jewel, and he's pulling the blood from Dracula and all his vampires that are there. And I believe this is how Dracula is actually defeated. I do think, we had a big part in defeating Dracula, but Doom has really been, sitting in the back, just plotting and scheming in his chair, twiddling his fingers, So he was really just getting that ready for him, and he wants to use whatever this gem and blood does together to give him the upper hand against his counterpart Doom. Because it's 2 Dooms going at war right now. That's what we're dealing with. We're trying to deal with the 2 Dooms going at it. So this is where I think that Blade comes into play, because I do feel like we end up releasing Blade after Dracula's defeated. Whatever spell that's on him that's keeping him locked there obviously is gonna go away, and then we end up recruiting Blade to the cause. Help us defeat the Dooms. I don't know where this leads Mr. Fantastic and Doctor Strange's team with Iron Man and Moon Knight's team. Maybe there's a big divide with the heroes after that. I don't know. We'll see. But I do know that I do believe that Blade will end up being released and end up joining one of the 2 rosters, if not all of us coming back together at the end after we've defeated Dracula. Just to realize that the bigger evil now is stronger than he was before. But also what they say is that the other Doom is off to go to a gala. As our dude, the Doom 2099, was plotting on Dracula. I believe that The other Doom is at the Hellfire Gala. And if you guys don't know what the Hellfire Gala is, you might want to look into it a little bit before watching this video. Look into it a little bit before watching this video. Because the Hellfire Gala was made up from a bunch of telepaths. It's like I don't want to break it down because I don't know about it enough myself to be like, this is what it is. But it was made up by a bunch of telepaths. Emma Frost is one. There's also these quintuplets that are all connected. They're telepaths themselves. They're very strong. They're also, I think they're not one above all. I can't remember their names right now. The Hellfire Club was made up by a bunch of telepaths, and mainly it was made up by Emma Frost. And this is very exciting for Marvel Rivals because if you could go look up the Hellfire Club. Actually, I'll pull up some images for you guys here now so you guys can see some of the fits that some of our favorite characters in Marvel Rivals will probably be wearing, because it's pretty fucking cool. They dress really snazzy. It's like really like an older style. Like, you'll see, I'll show you right now. But yeah, it's definitely dope. I definitely think that a whole season will be around the Hellfire Club, but I also think that this is where the story is gonna go, is that the counterpart Doom is using Emma Frost to trap our characters from Marvel Rivals, the roster from Marvel Rivals, in the Hellfire Gala. And what this does is it keeps us stuck in one area to deal with Emma Frost. And I don't know if she'll be released at the beginning of the season, but I think that it's very likely she'll either be released at the beginning of season 2 or midway through. And because Emma Frost is going to be like our main villain, I think she's going to be our Dracula. She's going to be the one that tries to keep us there, locked in there, and not let us out until later she realizes that the other Doom is just doing this to keep maybe someone or something from getting out, so he can get it before they get back to their universe, whatever else they were doing prior to this. And I think that's a big part of what's gonna happen in season 2, is the Hellfire Gala is gonna be a big thing. We're gonna be fighting there. We're gonna have to deal with Emma Frost. We end up defeating her midway through the season, but we realize that Doom was, behind all of it. He ends up getting whatever he wants, artifact or person, and he leaves. But he also leaves it to where Emma Frost cannot get out. And then she ends up having to join the roster with us and helping us stop Doom from doing whatever he's doing. But I think it's going to be a little too late. We're going to end up stuck there, and we're not going to be able to get out until season 3. And this is where I think the third character comes in. I think this character is going to be the very first character to release in season 3. I think it's going to be Jean Grey, aka the Phoenix, because it's said that Jean Grey is the one who breaks like in the comics. Apparently, Jean Grey is the one who ends up breaking a lot of people out of the Hellfire Club, the gala. So I do think that's how we're gonna go about season 2 and possibly 3. And I think that Blade and Emma Frost are more than likely to come out within the season. I think that's like a big chance. I also do think that Ultron, I don't know, I've seen his kit. He looks ready to be dropped, but there's a lot of characters that look ready to be dropped in the game, to be honest. So I don't know where they're gonna go with it. Hopefully it's what I'm saying, because I do want to see a DPS in the tank. I'm excited for that. We do need more healers. I would love to see Ultron a flying healer, but I'm a little scared to what he's gonna do to the meta, if I'm being honest. But it definitely does sound really awesome, and I'm so excited. I have a lot of fun playing this game, and obviously you can see I nerd out when I talk about it, so I enjoy it. And I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like below. Consider subscribing. I'm going to be trying to do more content like this every week. I'm going to try to do 1 to 2 videos every week, and I'm trying my best on YouTube right now. I'm taking it slow, taking it all in, trying to watch other people's videos to learn what I should and shouldn't be doing. So bear with me here, but I do have a long journey ahead of me with the Marvel Rivals content, because I'm a Marvel fanboy and it's not stopping anytime soon. And also, let me know in the comments below who you guys are more excited for: Blade, Emma Frost, or Jean Grey, because I'm excited for all 3. even Ultron. If you guys are excited for Ultron, let me know below. I appreciate you guys all being here. Have a nice day. Peace out.